Okay, what's up, guys? So we're gonna go for the +1 power charge rings using recombinators right now. Obviously, +1 frenzy is also good. The +1 endurance charge is also good, but it bears with it less value. The strategy we've employed for this is to use white rings, so normal rings. The reason for that being that of the options that can happen when you recombinate, it is to obviously amalgamate two items using mods from both, or it can remove a mod, or the one that we're going for, which is for it to add a mod. The reason we use white rings or normal rings is because we just want to have a single mod on the ring, which is the power charge, frenzy charge, or endurance charge, similar to this right here. The reason for that will become apparent in the second step, but this again, so step one is we want to get white rings, a bunch of recombinators. The item level, it does say on the Path of Exile wiki that the minimum item level for the mods is higher than what I've noticed anecdotally. For example, this is an item level 62 2-stone that has a power charge on it, and I believe it says that they require item level 68, so that's obviously wrong. That being said, I do try to stick to item level 80 or above, because even though I am using these for a next step for my own uses, and it's not particularly necessarily important what item level it is, if you're reselling these, obviously the higher item level the better. The way that it picks the item level is it will take the two items. So say one's item level 80, one is item level 75 or 70. It'll then become item level 75 plus 2 roughly, so it'd be like item level 77. By choosing rings that are only above item level 80, generally we're going to get item level 83, 84, 85 rings, which is obviously much more desirable for from a sales perspective than to have ones that are super low item level. Here you can see that we are, that's not white. Oh, I forgot to, I forgot to scour some of these here, just give me a sec. It is possible, obviously, just to pick up white rings, but I have done hundreds of these, so it's come to a point that it's just more efficient for us to scour the rings than it is to try and purchase them as white or to pick them up. Obviously, you can use your own methods for that, but this is just more of a time, cost, benefit analysis thing for us. All right, I've also sorted the rings into two tabs here. Generally, by the most desirable ones are going to be your 2-stones. Well, sorry, I should say, vermilions or some of the niche ones. Those are going to be the most desirable. It's just that those are hard to get in large quantities. And eventually I'm trying to put these onto synthesized bases anyways, similar to this one, where we've got the synthesized endurance charge with the endurance charge on top of it. So the base at a certain point actually becomes irrelevant for us. And that is the reason why I'm not using the life percent rings or say chaos damage, steel rings, whatever, opal rings, just because those, those are a couple chaos each, and eventually we're not even going to want to use them anyway. So. But again, do what you want with your bases. I'm going to be using a shitty base with a good base, generally, when we're doing them, when we combine them, because we're hoping that the shitty base gets destroyed and picks the good base. You can also just use two good bases together, so it eliminates that. I'll talk about what the probabilities are later. I have a relatively large sample size, as well as a team of people that have been gathering data on that, but... for now, we'll just get into it. So again, step one, get your rings, choose your item levels, break them down to normal or just pick them up as normal. And then we'll stock up an inventory full here. All right, here we go. Oh my god, first one! Power charge! Alright, there you go, guys. So there's that's probably a 6 to 8x ring already. First ring done. I have D&D on. Anyways, 1 for 1. Let's keep going. This is going to be a good video, isn't it? To save yourself time, you can see right away if it's gonna go because it'll say Sentinels. If it doesn't say Sentinels, you could just press Escape to skip the animation. Obviously, if you're just doing a couple of these, you might want to watch it for the dramatics, but for our purposes, given the large quantities, we're just gonna hit Escape every time here. Okay, we're gonna avoid the magics. Again, we want to just have the white rings. Get these magic guys out of the way here. Oh shoot. Yeah, we don't want to be doing that. That was an accident there. Okay, sorry, forget about pressing escape. You can just press the ring result in the middle there. Yeah, we're just watching for the names. As soon as you see the word Sentinel pop up, that's what you're watching for. If you don't see that, then you can just tap on to the next. Oh my god, we got Sentinel again. Come on. Power charge! Woo! Alright. Too bad about the base, but that's another 8x. 7 to 8x. So we got 2 power charges so far. Alright, so we'll go pick up some more now, but sorry for the purposes of the video, because I am recording this right now, guys. So right now we just hit 2 power charges. I think we had 99 of those. So that's 16x roughly, 17, between 7 and 8x these will sell for as they sit. This one obviously being much more valuable because of the base. And again, so all you would do, by the way, from here to get to this step is you take the +1 power charge and then you take a white, so you get the synthesized base, keep it white, and then put the power charge, frenzy, whatever charge you want, and then you synthesize, or sorry, then you recombinate those together. Just doing that where the only option is the charge and then the base. I am 100%, so it's every single time that I've tried to do that, it has gone +1 charge, +1 charge. It has always picked the synth base. I don't know if I'm just very lucky. You know, obviously picking the base is the first thing that it does. So to go correctly 4 times in a row would be, you know, 1 in 2, 1 in 4, 1 in 8, 1 in 16. So it'd be a 1 in 16 chance that it happened 4 times in a row. It's not impossible. 6%, 6.5% roughly. But, you know, for it to go 4 out of 4, it makes me think that it's not necessarily guaranteed, but I think it's very, very heavily favored for you. Obviously, power charge synthesis rings and frenzy charge synthesis. Sorry, power and synthesis. So, word vomit. Power and frenzy charge synthesized rings are obviously far more expensive, as are the frenzy charge or power charge explicit ones. The endurance charge ones are quite cheap. They're only about 50 chaos right now. So with that in mind, I'll continue the video here, but you're gonna have to bear with me for a second because I am going to need to buy some more jewelry recombinators. If anyone that's in Twitch chat right now has any... Oh shit, sorry, I can't. I'm on D&D, aren't I? Because of the video, of course, of course. It is surprisingly easy to pick up the recombinators, by the way. That's actually never been an issue whatsoever for me. The rings are the difficult part. Since we got a second here in between, I can explain the method I use for that. Running Chayula's rotations, the pure Chayula rotations, is a really good way in my experience to get them because... First of all, if everyone pops their Sentinels, you can put yours so that it drops jewelry bases. If you host it as well, you'll get all the maps and everything. And just towards the end there, when you get to the end of the run, you'll be able to pick up, 15 to 20 each map if you just hang back a little bit for, 10 extra seconds or whatever at the end of the run. And that's how I picked up all of mine. And again, I do take the time to scour them after. Which adds a tiny expense, but very, very marginal relative to the time it saves. $80, $85 chaos, so we can get what's that? 10, 18, 17 more. Helps with the supply of the recombinators. Yeah, I know that they're not too difficult to farm, but nonetheless, I'm very appreciative because it makes my job easy. Or, well, I shouldn't say job, but it makes the pursuit of something like this. The reason why I am so obviously gung-ho about getting these is, I've played Discharge for almost a decade now, wow. But I played every league. And, in the more recent leagues, at least, the only option has been to use precursor rings. Which, are still fantastic. They do have additional things like, percent chance to gain full charges instead of one charge every time you gain a power charge. Which is incredibly good for a single target. But outside of that, it's nice to have the option to have some kind of itemization again. Alright, so back to it, guys. Let's see how we do here. Oh, Sentinels! Endurance charge, too bad. Oh. Fuck, that was the first time I skipped over the animation there. Okay, let's sort these out again. All right. So there you have it. We're left with, we had, starting with this, we had 144, one full tab, and then 3, 36, 37, 151, 181. We were left over with 27 rings, and we hit 3 separate ones. The frenzy was from prior. First one we hit is a power charge on a diamond. We then hit a power charge on a gold ring, and we hit a endurance charge on a topaz. Item level 85, 79, and 83. This would equate to roughly, from what I've sold, if we were to sell them for right now, they would be about 7 extra power charge. The endurance charges are somewhere between 50 to 80 chaos, depending on the base item level and other mods. Frenzy are around 5 to 6x as well, I believe. So we keep them here now. This is our strategy for the single mods, and I'll make another video for the next steps, how we get them to here. Although, just as a TLDR, all you do is take it from its current phase here, put it on the synth ring, you scour the synth ring, so the only mod is the synthesis implicit, and then you put them together. Again, as I said earlier, we've gone 100% on those so far. More to come. Thanks for being here, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Good luck.